You'll be getting some cash when you qualify for Capcom Cup X, and of course, the chance at the milli. And look at this, how we're gonna start it, man. Was there any other way? Is there any other matchup that people would want more? Tokido versus Punk. You heard Ultra Chen TV talk about it earlier, right? During the reign of Punk, where he was putting body after body and bag after bag, Tokido stopped that progress at EVO, and these two have been linked in Destiny ever since.
Now, this is what's crazy, right? You have to remember, as we said, this was EVO 2017 Street Fighter V Grand Finals here. It's been a long time since I've seen these two combatants go at it. They're going to kick things off. They know it. And I'm worried for a certain player. I wonder if you can guess who. Because when it comes to Punk, what I've noticed is he laments about drive rush, but he's one of the best at checking it. Absolutely. And when you can't do an arbitrary drive rush at him, you can't play the game anymore. Because he's great at neutral, the anti-airs are on point, and then he threatens you with Cammy's pressure and the dive kick. Tokido, he's in strong form. Winning mentality, maybe I'm just the guy against it. He could turn out today, but it's going to be a tall order for Tokido.
We'll definitely see. And the thing about the raw neutral drive rush is I feel like Tokido doesn't do that a lot, right? He likes to stand in the stand heavy kick range, stand heavy punch range, as you can see, harass with that. More so than these drive rush jabs like an Angry Bird. But man, he gets the Dragon Lash in time, and we already at the corner.
And we already saw what Punk did to Daigo in one of the pool matches earlier in the LCQ, so this could be a little snippet.
Yeah, Tokido, he loves that, right? The stand heavy punch with the stand heavy kick, and then he presses the light kick after, trying to catch people to take their turns with bigger buttons.
No whiff punish on the low forward. You saw John Takeuchi kind of obliterate that touch medium kick on Tokido, but there's a drive reversal, and Punk is already in burnout there and lands a punish counter dive kick. I'm telling you, that's highly successful.
Oh, most definitely, bro. The dive kick's basic for Punk, but no, ends up getting caught. There's a punish counter for Tokido now, and we know about the corner carry of Ken. He runs this, and a quick drive impact. Punk can't escape. I like the rhythm he used that at, right? Kind of going with the first hit of the target combo, and then instead of following it up, using drive impact.
All right, drive rush in, and he actually got him with a jab this time, because the hitbox on Ken's lights are actually phenomenal. So they do work at a range that might be awkward for Punk to deal with. Gotta go for a delayed crouch fierce.
Oh, and then sniping. Actually not even taking the side switch. He's gonna pretty much carry to the other corner with the Tatsu.
Hey, he's privileged with those choices. Screen carry either way. Drive rushes in and gets a back throw here. Now Punk does have a level 3, and he needs a single hit and cancel into it, but I'm not sure if that's the choice here.
See, and again, just harassing with that stand medium kick as well. Great confirm on the target combo.
So he's catching Punk, micro walking forward, hold the parry, and he's burnt out once again, Ringe.
Yeah, and I love the space that Tokido is using this from, and now he drive rushes in once he's burnt out. Oh, and Punk still cannot respond to the drive impact. That means Tokido going up 1-0 here and kept it nice and simple. But again, we are in the promised land, baby. This is top 8, 3 out of 5 all the way through.
Looking good. I think one of the biggest things for me is Punk micro walking into the stand meter kick to get hit by the triple flash kicks target combo. Tokido's making the most out of getting the conversion straight there. I like that Tokido's stopping himself in his tracks to try and test the crouch medium punch check that Punk is so well known for.
Exactly. All the drive rushes has been as short as possible, right? He doesn't want to give Punk more time than necessary to react. Nice check right there as well.
Goes for the side swap with the heavy hooligan into the cannon strike. Gets that grab, and he's just going to take away as much drive gauge as possible.
Yeah, see, he counter hit the stand light kick. That's what Tokido was looking for afterwards.
Tokido's been studying. Hopefully that pizza did the job last night.
Oh, yeah, it looked pretty good. Punk, though, that crouch fierce looking better. You ain't got enough meat on your bones for that one.
There you go. Gyro Drive Smasher is going to close out this next round in the next game here for Punk. Slowly but surely turning it around. It looks like Tokido's sticking to plan A at the moment, because it's actually not too far that he's deviated from.
You see, right after the jab, he recognized that was max range, so he takes his turn with the crouch medium kick. It is 7 frames versus Cammy's 8-frame crouch medium kick.
But she's got a 7-frame crouch medium punch. And that's got a fantastic hitbox, so I understand where you're coming from.
When it's the hezzy on the jab right there, and now the cancel as well to catch Punk trying to take his turn. No flinching.
Jumps out, crouch fierce into the run, trying to get him throw teching, but Punk hasn't done that today, and that's going to be the round. It should be Dragon Lash Flame to close it out.
And look at Tokido, man. That's the thing when you play against these 7-frame crouch medium kick characters. When you're in that range, that max single light range, they're going to press that in an instant. We'll see if Punk can start bringing out the dive kicks to punish counter it.
But the thing is, he's too fixated on the ground, because Tokido is jumping, but only when he's right up close, safe jump territory. That's he committed!
Yeah, if you commit to the second one, you might as well commit to the third one. And you can press the crouch button to actually dodge it and still punish. The third hit won't hit your crouch button.
With punish is still The crouch medium kick, the zone crouch medium kick there. Does Punk, gets the check with the jab into spiral arrow, and no DP on the jump back there from Tokido.
Still very close here. Tokido locked in the corner, but we know Ken can switch that up in an instant.
I try to hooligan something, but Tokido successfully escapes, but back in the corner, and he's got to cancel into the Delta Red Assault. And we're going to go to one apiece here, Inge.
This dude Punk and his jab game, he's like actually Floyd Mayweather with it. I just love the way he walks up, he jabs you, he recognizes when the likely counter hit is going to happen, so he flows into the crouch medium punch, gives him a full kill.
What's interesting is, again, you're looking at two characters that have some of the best light attacks in the game, and both their jabs, more so Cammy in my opinion, it sets precedence in that range.
Yeah.
As she's so successful at. He's got the perfect parry there on the Dragon Lash.
You see Tokido still keeping the drive rushes real short, compact. Doesn't want to give Punk extra time to react, and
I like it.
You get sniper as he lands.
They're not focusing on the air.
No.
That's how scary the ground is for both of them there. And hey, last time I saw Punk do reversal, he lost the rounds.
Unfortunate timing on the media attempt from Tokido, trying to sneak in an overhead that he can maybe combo off of.
Merity to walk up, throw there, perfect parry on the roundhouse. Let's take him across the screen there, straight to the corner. Let's get a delay.
Try to make something out, but Punk very disciplined on defense right now. No whiff punish on that crouch medium kick again.
They're not anti-airing. That is how scary the ground game is. And can he build that second bar for Shimpu Jinrai? There it is.
Can indeed. He's only going to spin one, though, and that's all he's going to need. No!
That's why I said the level 2.
Wow, the pixel. How much magic you got in this? Not enough. We've seen that from the beginning of the game, baby. Just jab him out.
Slight misjudgment there from Tokido, but he still managed to close out that round here. Looking to take the lead.
We'll see if Punk can start getting it going here. Definitely not a lot of dive kicks. That's another reason why Tokido hasn't been anti-airing, but these Dragon Lashes.
And that's been the tail of the tape today specifically. Drive rush into special has been throwing off all the top guys.
100%, especially with the way Tokido's been implementing the drive rush previously, right? All quick jabs. So now throwing off the timing a little bit with the Dragon Lash.
Look at that. He's throwing out that fierce with malicious intent before Punk found a gap. Baited the Dragon Lash flame, and he's going to go for this lovely meatless combo there with the drive rush into like 30%.
And then Tokido with the fuzzy jump back. To create some space, got to be careful to get in that corner though, and you can get DI'd.
Almost. He hasn't done quick spin knuckle against a fireball yet either.
Yeah, it's not.
It's one of the safest things to do, and that's going to be the round. He might have to not even spend it.
Tokido, I wonder what he pressed so late right there. It looked like an empty jump for most of that, but his landing frames got punished, snuck something in, and Punk had it perfect.
Using the fireball. I love how Tokido's using that as a poking tool. Gets the counter hit conversion.
And the step kick to follow up the fireball is so strong.
Especially at that range as well.
Oh, finally gets the counter hit. Perfect range on that driver's jab.
Back throw. Puts in there and he just waits. Almost got the punish counter he needed. The guys are still not anti-airing.
Yeah, and Punk, he did empty jump. He tried to backdoor right. Tokido with a perfectly timed jab. And then, yes, forced knockdown juggle.
That's not
still a lot of damage, though.
Oh, he's done!
Still a lot of damage, though, Jammers. 2-1 for Tokido. Winner semifinals. He's on match point.
Yo. The murder face has come with some deadly combos indeed. 2-1 here. One thing I love about Tokido's gameplay in this set thus far is how he introduces new tools and new tactics every game and step of the way, which is one of the reasons why they're scared to anti-air.
It's looking good. Look at this. He's starting to fake options from long distance, but Punk has him in CQC, the close quarters combat, but no!
Too far.
And now that's going to give Tokido the momentum, right? When he sees that, earning it, shots at life. Oh! Nasty.
Dude, that looked ambiguous, that jump.
Yeah.
Gets the conversion again. Still waiting, trying to catch him. Tekken, good block. That looked so last minute. It could have been a punish counter again. Yeah. Got him.
Ooh, beautiful backdash right here. Double drive rush cancel. Punk looking to close this out. Gets him on a pixel, but now he's burnt out, and Tokido has the corner. Not a lot of drive gauge to his name, and a jab will take it.
That was an interesting choice there, too, on OD Shoryuken when you had no health left. Nothing to lose. One hit would have done it.
Yeah.
Don't blame him, but bit of an awkward decision for me. Still not biting. Such discipline. He got a perfect parry that again in the same situation.
Exact same situation. Yeah, he gets the crouch fierce punish all the way for the corner carry.
It's the grab.
Oh, I love that. He put the jab out too, kind of baited him into parrying.
He's going to try and burn him out. And there it is.
I believe that's a true block string once he gets the target combo into the OD Jinrai. Oh, and he catches him reaching.
Level 1 should do it this time round.
Tokido on set point.
The thing is, Punk has been flinching at these throw attempts. Tokido hasn't.
Absolutely.
1 or 2 maybe in the early stages of this set, but in the latter parts, as this unfolds, I'm starting to see who's more nervous.
And that's why Punk has recognized that, right? He just takes the throw off this first drive rush situation. Oh, beautiful stop on the step kick.
grab again. There you go. Yeah, just have the temerity to just walk up and do it.
Look, even then, Tokido was still just down backing, and he doesn't bite there either for the back throw now. Punk, it's about 4 throws already in this round.
Well, remember, even if you get thrown, you do take 1,200 damage, but you actually replenish some drive gauge, so you got more to work with to allow you to worm out of situations later on.
Look at it again. He's still not flinching, and after the third blight, snipes with the crouch medium kick. What's up, Jammers?
This is a really good level 3 because their drive gauges were tantamount to one another. So as I put the scales in my favor, you're in danger. And a fierce into the drive rush cancel could do it.
Oh, look at that, yeah, and the OD fireball at the end, but that is -2. He tried to take his turn. When you get burnt out, the additional block stun doesn't apply to the actual hit that burns you out. So I'm not sure if that's what Tokido was looking for and thought he could keep taking his turn, but Punk able to beat him to the punch.
That's the thing that a lot of people just forget about.
Yeah.
Not necessarily misunderstand, they understand it, but it's like, oh yes, he's in burnout, now my frame day is better. But yes, the initial hit, it doesn't change. It changes afterwards. It's that transition phase a lot of people tend to forget.
And I couldn't tell if like the first hit of OD Fireball was the one that burnt him out, but I thought it was the second. So either way, Tokido and Punk tied up for the game 5.
Almost got the crouch medium punch there as a whip punish tool. Perfect power in the fireball. The Japanese are really good at doing that against each other. The West, only a few can do it.
And Punk is one of them, though. So I think he's just moving forward. The walk and block from Punk right now. Look at that, the tippy toes on the dive kick, and now he lets the full jump rock. Tokido doesn't want to challenge.
Backs away again. That was a very risky crouch medium kick, but Punk, sometimes it's difficult to tell where he's allocating his brain power. Such a talented player.
Now Tokido's starting to use the throws a little bit. Yeah, too close. Easy punish on the fireball.
I think he micro-walked there.
He probably did.
I think he micro-walked there.
Punk, like he's been walking and blocking this whole round, right? So I assume he did that as well. Meaty crouch fierce this time. Into the drive rush cancel. You got to spin that meter, and he does. Punk on set point.
What a back and forth. Are you people not entertained? It is 2 apiece here. Punk set point.
It feels like a final round is in the air, but Tokido's got to win this one to make it happen. Ooh, from long distance with no buffer behind it. A little surprising from that space.
Okay, both players use their jabs there, but Punk checking the drive rush, and then he tried to get through that. Perfect parry.
Wow.
You've been really successful at parrying kick buttons from Cammy, I've got to say.
Yeah, and then this time after the step kick.
Checked again.
Look at this, and yeah, Punk will take those all day, right? He'll take that trade as long as Ken can combo off of it. There it is, finally the spin knuckle coming out in the final game. Gets the meaty, goes into the level 2.
Oh, he didn't burn himself out for the level 3. Okay.
He did not.
This is his choice.
Holding on to some drive gauge here, and he closes it out. Punk the God in winners finals of the LCQ.
An exquisite performance from both players there, and a great way to kick off that top 8. Back and forth with that rally of adaptation. Bit scary from both players on both ends, I must say. In the early stages, we didn't really see any anti-airs. I was a bit worried, but that can tell you, like I said, how frightening and threatening each other's ground game, and the mutual respect for one another. Let me include that as well. Sorry to disrespect the players, but that mutual respect they have for one another, just focusing on the ground. But then we noticed as well, like every time Punk tried to throw Tokido, he wasn't biting for a little while.
Yeah.
And then the other way, he was flinching, he was trying all the defensive options, didn't quite work out. And then Punk just turned it around, piled on the throws, make sure his pressure was frame tight as well. Heck, he even identified where Tokido was trying to quote-unquote steal some frames, took advantage of that. So it was really good to see.
Yeah, exactly. Punk, I mean, he just gathered intel over the course of the set, and he did such a good job really figuring it out, because as you mentioned, Tokido was doing a good job staying ahead of Punk's intel, right? Changing things, introducing new elements, really throwing him off with the drive rush dragon lashes towards the middle of the set. But Punk just started taking all that into account, and as you mentioned, just started pouring on the throws once he realized Tokido was willing to block and block and block. So this is a great just adjustments from both sides.
Well, this is what you're going by, right? Just gathering that intel, collecting that information. I said this with David yesterday. One of the most dangerous things you can possess nowadays is information. The more information you have, the better, even if you have to learn it on the fly. However, there's so many things that are happening beneath the surface. And the things that you can see with your eyes isn't everything, right? There's so many other mind games happening between these guys, which is probably why, as commentators, sometimes go, yo, like, there's an anti-opportunity. But he's like, no, I've been so good and so consistent at checking Tokido's drive rush from the ground. I'll allow him to jump and block, because what's the worst that can happen? Half a bar of a drive stock gone.
Yeah, exactly.
That part drive damage. Okay, he gets a little bit of meaty pressure. That's about it. We can deal with that, especially if you're disciplined on defense. But listen, this was a riveting set. I do want to see a run back if we do get one.
That would be amazing to see for sure. I mean, Tokido really echoed the same sentiments that you mentioned for Punk. Like, it was just back and forth. You could tell these guys are two of the top level fighting game players, two of the greatest to ever do it.